Now I'm going to spend some time to walk you guys through Cerion and why you should visit us at Chemspec. You can go to the next slide. Just to give you some background on our company, Cerion is a leading developer and manufacturer of performance metal, oxide, and ceramic nanoparticles. To give you an idea of some of the materials that we have extensive experience working with, they're mainly ceria, silver, titania, zirconia, tungsten, and silica, but we also have some experience to a varying degree with other materials as well. So what we do is we offer our customers the ability to tell us exactly what it is that they're looking for. We work with them to cost effectively create innovative nanoparticle solutions that enable their products to have performance attributes that give them something unique in their end-use systems. The company was founded in 2007. We're located here in Rochester, New York. And some people always ask me why Rochester, New York. And the reason is that our core team spent decades at Eastman Kodak Company when they became experts making silver nanoparticle colloids for photographic film products. So that's the reason why we're still here. We inhabit our offices in downtown Rochester, and we also have a manufacturing plant as well as our research labs within Eastman Business Park, which was formerly Kodak Park, that had over 80,000 employees here in Rochester at one point in time in the 1980s. Who we work with some of the industry-leading specialty chemical, coatings, electronics, and pharmaceutical companies in the world. And we also have a very strong partnership with the U.S. Department of Defense. Just to speak on that really quickly, our first program with the DoD was a tungsten carbide program where we were making nano grains of tungsten carbide, and those were being added to the ends of small caliber ammunition to make a better penetrating bullet for the U.S. Army. That first program has just moved into phase 2, and we've now successfully launched into a second round of programs with the DoD, which ended up being a multi-year contract worth about $10 million per year. So it's been a really nice partnership with us, or with the Department of Defense. Next slide, please. What makes us differentiated from a lot of other nanoparticle companies out there is that we offer custom design to our customers. We don't specialize in application development. We specialize in the design, scale up, and manufacturing of nanoparticles for our customers. Over the past 10 years, we've spent over $50 million in research, development, and engineering solutions to try to continue to build upon this expertise. The core approach was building nanoparticles via precipitation-based synthesis method, where we build the nanoparticles from a ground-up process with precisely controlled chemical reactions. We've expanded upon that recently with the DoD work that we've done, where now we're getting into some high-temperature synthesis reactions, and we're also getting into some hydrothermal and solvothermal reactions as well. And what allows our customers to have this unique ability to create a nanoparticle solution with us is our ability to manipulate the particle. So the design is very, very critical. Our precision control over the nanoparticle allows us to impact a lot of different attributes of the material, such as size and size distribution, morphology, the particular carrier or solvent that the material is in, some of the surface functionalization, as well as having the ability to create homogeneous alloys, being able to dope two materials together, as well as doing some core shelling to give a material a particularly unique attribute. And I think a really good example of how we're able to do this kind of in a real life setting is a lot of our customers request us to design custom zirconia dispersions for them. And the attributes that are important to them are refractive index and transparency. And what Cerion can do to make sure that we're meeting their performance needs is we have the ability to adjust concentration, really boost the RI by increasing the loading of zirconia in a dispersion to upwards of 50, 60, 70 weight %. We have the ability to solvent shift or extract our zirconia nanoparticles into a variety of different organic solvents, such as PGMEA or toluene or heptane. And that allows the customer to have a material that's compatible in their end use system. And the way that we make sure that the particles stay stabilized and unagglomerated in that system is by utilizing different stabilizing chemistries, such as short chain and long chain carboxylic acids, methacrylate groups. So we really have the ability to take all of the information that a customer would provide us and then design a specific particle for their end use system. Next slide, please. Just talking a little bit about that process. So obviously it starts with design. We have the ability, as I mentioned earlier, to impact a lot of different attributes of a nanoparticle. We're providing those materials in dispersion form. They can either be in aqueous media or organic solvents. We also offer powders, pastes, redispersible wet cakes. And the design phase is really an iterative process where Cerion works to optimize the formulation to meet all of the customer's specifications. Upon success of the design phase, we would move to scaling the nanoparticles. And this is almost like a black art. I would say that, enabled for us to be able to maintain performance attributes from lab scale to the pilot scale or even full rate production is something that is always a challenge and has almost kept the nanoparticle industry from being able to really take off commercially. So what we've done is we've dedicated a specific development team that only works on the scale up engineering, quality control, quality assurance of our specific formulations that we're working to scale for our customers. So we're taking those formulations and then scaling them almost 1,000 to 10,000x, depending upon the customer's specific needs. And our team has been doing this for the past 10 years. So we have a pretty solid track record of taking materials from the bench all the way through to our manufacturing facility. Our manufacturing facility is one that we believe is fairly unrivaled in our space. Making precipitation-based nanoparticles is not easy. It's almost like a black art. And we have the ability to produce 150 metric tons of dry weight nanoparticles per year. And we're going to continue to expand upon that manufacturing footprint as we have our programs from the DoD transition out of research development phases to manufacturing. Just to give you an idea of what some typical customer use cases look like, customers will approach us because they might have a lack of internal advanced expertise in designing and scaling nanoparticles. That could be one way that we end up working on a research program with a customer. Another one could be that they've created a formulation maybe with a university or national lab, and then they might find that that material isn't scalable or cost effective to be commercially viable in their marketplace. So they might come to us with a formula that needs to be optimized or make it more robust and cost effective at scale. So we'll work with a customer in really a research optimization or development phase to try to help them take that material and actually be able to introduce it to their marketplace. And then the last one is scaling an existing ready to be made formula. A lot of customers will say that we don't have the equipment or infrastructure to manufacture this formula that we've developed, but it is commercially viable and we're ready to take that to production. Can you please toll manufacture that material for us? So we really help our customers in a variety of different ways. Next slide, please. And then talking quickly about our business model, we feel it's very unique, as I mentioned earlier, and a little different than a lot of other nanoparticle companies that are out there that might have a specific set of products that they offer to their customers. What we do is we're hired in a contract research, scale up, and manufacturing capacity. And there's a clear delineation between where Cerion and our customer adds value to a specific project. Cerion is the subject matter expert in the nanomaterial development. We're going to support our customers' needs from research through to manufacturing. Our customer is the subject matter expert in an application area or the finished product or system. They're seeking to leverage Cerion's nanomaterial capabilities to introduce a new product to their marketplace. And they're obviously engaged in product research, development, and manufacturing in some way, shape, or form. And they're looking for Cerion to act as an extension of their business. So when we create a successful solution, the intellectual property is very simple for our customers. And we don't act in a competitive way whatsoever because we are not application focused. So Cerion obviously does not develop any products. And what we will do is we'll have a very clean division of IP where our customers will have the IP surrounding the nanomaterial composition of matter. And then Cerion's nanomaterial will be an additive component of that composition of matter. And we'd like to own the rights to have the process and design manufacture of that nanomaterial. So it works really well with our customers where they are obviously hiring an external entity to help them achieve either research, scale up, or manufacturing. And then Cerion is able to give them the IP that allows them to protect themselves in their marketplace, which has worked out very well for us and our customers.